What's up, everyone? This is Playthrough Games. I know it's been a while since I made a video, and a lot has been going on in the Vivi world. So I'll just touch up just a little bit of where I've been, if you care. There's a lot of FUD going on with the Vivi in the Vivi community because most of the prices are low, and the bots have been taken care of mostly right now because a lot of people are getting drops, which is good because I ended up getting a lot of comics. I'm getting a lot of drops by the grace of God. But one of the reasons why I stepped away, not really stepped away, is because of finances. And I remember I mentioned on my last video, there's a golden opportunity. The best thing to do is increase your income, right? And that's what I've been doing. I've been accumulating as much OMI token as I can, and some of the comics that I believe are still great to hold. You know what I mean? Because this is still a great investment, even though the market is down. But judging from OGs, who were here before I was, who are saying that all these comics that they were being tossed on the floor. Oh, by side note, this one I have a good feeling about for some reason. I keep picking this up. I gotta pick more of them up. But anyways, back in the days, they mentioned that the first comic, Marvel Comics #1, this one, how everybody was tossing it back around this time last year, I believe. And as you can see, now it's like at the price it's in. So my guess or my plan is to basically accumulate as much as I can while things are down. By the grace of God, I've increased my income. I got more hours on my job. I still do side hustles to sell stuff, and I'm into other crypto projects just to increase my income so I could accumulate more. The thing is, when you see an opportunity, you have to do what you have to do to make it happen. If you keep listening to what everyone is saying about this is going to fail and stuff, or this, that, and the third, all the FUD that's going on, like you got to remember why you got into this in the first place. And like many people have said, the ones who were back in this, the Vivi app, the OMI token, the whole Vivi industry, basically, they're saying look at the history of who's behind it, the creators, Al Khan, David, all these guys and girls who work behind the scenes to make this possible for us. This is an investment opportunity, I still believe. This is not financial advice also. But the whole point I'm saying is take this time. I mean, really think about your investment. Like for me right now, like I said, I've increased my income so I could accumulate more. And one thing I did incorrectly, which I learned the hard way, was not selling when things were high. Like if you remember back in December and early January, the market was jumping. Everything was like crazy high, right? And I had so many NFTs that I sat on and I did not sell them. And I regret that now. And also around December, they were saying that crypto was going to go parabolic to the 100K. Of course, I was hoping for that. And we all know who's in the crypto world. That did not take place at all. So that was a bummer. Um, but I still had to find a way to circumvent the situation and increase my income to buy more, not buy more, but invest more in the OMI token and other projects I believe in. Like one project I believe in is, if you've heard of it, it's called DeFi Kingdom. It's a gamify DEX. So you have to find something to increase your income during this downturn while everybody's afraid. This is when you buy, this is when you invest. I missed this. I wanted to get this Winnie the Pooh, but I missed the drop on this one, and I didn't have enough funds. So that's why I haven't been making videos or anything like that. But I've been in the background paying attention to everything that's going in the community, hearing the FUD, the bots being taken care of, which is great. Um, so I'm just lurking around, just doing what I got to do. And secretly, like so many whales, I've learned a lot from whales. They basically don't say much and they just accumulate. they're smart about it. That's why they call it smart money. Why everybody's just panicking, hitting the panic button. They're just like, all right, you keep throwing your stuff out on the sales floors for cheap. We're gonna keep scooping them up. And the projects and other what you call it, other crypto projects, they do the same thing. They accumulate while everything is low, while people bail out. I'm not saying you, for whatever reason, if you bailed out, you bailed out for any personal reason. If it comes to your finances, you have to make those choices. If you got bills to pay, then you gotta do that. And another thing, I stayed away from this because I had a habit. This became addictive to me. I'm being honest. This became addictive to me because I kept hitting the buy button, and I was tapping into my personal finance that takes care of my household and stuff. So that wasn't very good. So for like a month or so, not even a month, but like few weeks, within the weeks, I did my best to stay off the app from the things I really wanted, because I kept buying things even when I didn't have the money. So that was a bad habit I had to break. It was like I had to chastise myself and discipline myself. Because it's so easy to hit the buy button because it's a great investment. It's something to have. But at the same time, if it's bleeding into your other aspect of your finances, then you got to put a hold on it and say, oh, hold up a second. And for me, that's what was hurting me a little bit in my finances. So I had to take a step back, and I had to really take a good look at my situation and find ways to increase my income. So that's why I've been away. If you care to find out why I haven't been posting, I know I'm grateful for everyone who subscribed to the channel. I didn't give up on Vivi. I haven't given up on Vivi. I'm just in the background doing my thing. I'm lurking. I'm reading the comments on other videos. I'm watching the other videos. I'm doing everything I can to actually accumulate more in the background, because that's how you win. Because there's a saying in investment, most millionaires are made in the bear market. So this is a bear market, a mini bear market for Vivi. And you really got to consider your plays. You got to play it smart, because human psychology says when everything is going up, that's when everybody wants to jump in. But a lot of people want to sell right now because it seems like the ship is sinking, but it's not sinking. There's a lot of things going on in the background that we don't know in the VV industry. The guys who was running the show. Because if you think about this whole app, in one of the interview, like they said in 2020, I believe, they just published it. This is beta. We are in the beta phase of this whole industry, and we've been blessed to be early adopters. You know, it's still speculative. Yes, it could fail. I mean, nothing is guaranteed. Something else could come along and, sidetrack it. But let's say nothing else comes along and sidetrack it, and this thing's really take off. Don't live in regret. Like, this is not financial advice, but really consider your situation. Remember why you got in this in the first place. If you're a collector because you like comics, or you like this whole 3D collectibles, then stick around for it. That's what you like. If you're the investor type and you see the potential here, then do so. If you're just, you're indecisive about what's going on, be careful who you listen to. Your dreams could be crushed. Your family financial situation could be crushed by listening to the wrong person. And your financial situation, your family financial situation, could be set ablaze by listening to the right information. So be cautious of who you listen to, what you read, what's going on in this whole community, not just in VV, but in crypto and your finances, period. Because there's always going to be FUDs. Because I missed it in 2017. I missed the first, when I was introduced to Bitcoin and all that, I missed it. And ever since then, I'm like, never again. So I've become very cautious of who I listen to, the materials I read, and I do my own research. Like they say, do your own research. It is very important that you do your own research and not take every YouTuber's opinion of what they're saying. You got to do your own research. But like I said, I haven't been around because, my funds were low. So I had to find a way to increase my income. And when you find something that could possibly change the course of your life and your family's life financially, you're gonna have to take those necessary make those necessary changes. Some sacrifices have to be made in order for you to take go to the next level. So this is just me play through game, just just a little touch up about where I've been, what I've been up to, and yeah, don't give up on VV. That's just my personal opinion. It's not financial advice, because I mean, I'm willing to take the chance on this. That's just me. I'm willing to take a chance on this. If this thing doesn't work out, you know what? I enjoy the process. I enjoyed watching the other YouTube creators. I enjoy the community. I enjoy the whole process. I enjoy collecting. I enjoy the whole how do you say, the whole evolution of this new industry that's coming. I mean, you have to think about history, the car industry, airplane industry, all these things, internet, emerging markets. There's always a change, and there's always fear. It's human nature to be afraid of something new when we don't know where it's going, because it's never been done before. But you know what? Look at Disney. This guy right here, Walt. I mean, his dream, if you know the history of Walt, he wanted to build Disney World. He had all these models in his basement or in his home. He had the first idea to make an emotional cartoon, to draw people, to make people be emotional, connected to an animated thing on a screen. And he pulled it off. By the grace of God, he pulled it off. And millions and billions of people have been going to Disney World just because of this man's dream, this man's one vision. And so that says to me that you got to hold on, whatever that your dream, personal, your personal dream too, not just Vivi thing, your personal dream. I mean, take, like I said, take Walt for example. He brought his dream to pass, and we're still celebrating this man's vision of building a a place where people could go and just get away. So this is an emerging market. And it's not just VV, it's the crypto industry entirely. This, like, don't miss out, yo. Honest to God, don't miss out on an opportunity that's been presented to you. Like, for me, I see the opportunity, and that's why I'm increasing my income in other facets by working more hours, getting extra hours, doing side hustles here and there in order to get more capital. Because a while ago, I had lunch with a friend. He's only 21 and he's retired, and he told me something powerful. He's like, yo, the one of the reasons why a lot of people suffer or not get ahead is because they don't have the capital for their business ideas. And he's right. A lot of time you don't have the capital to invest. But if you put your nose to the grindstone, and when you see an opportunity, always have, like they say, what's that? There's a saying, always have money on the side for an investment, because you never know when it's going to present itself. And I believe these little NFTs are a great investment you can flip later on. Also, not just the NFTs, but also the OMI token. That's a great investment. So, anyways, I just wanted to touch base where I've been, what I've been up to. Continue doing what you're doing. Just, think about the opportunities that's presented to you as of late. Not just VV, but any opportunity that's been presented to you. Just think of it. And just don't mind the FUD, honestly. Don't mind. Just pay attention to your goals. It's very important. Sometimes you have to turn everything off. Like that. That's what I've done sometimes, is I've turned, even though I listen to a lot of YouTube content on VV and crypto, sometimes I turn everything off because I want to get back into why I'm doing this. What's my purpose? What's my reason? What's your why? Your why is very important. I know it's corny, as cliche as it sounds, but your why is very important. Is it because you want to get out of a dead end job? Because you want to change your family's financial situation for the better? I mean, you have to remember, or you just want to buy a limbo. If that's your thing, or just, or just have bills paid, just have that extra income, or just be able to have that entrepreneur spirit, so that you could tap into any opportunity that comes your way. where everybody will see will see something as hard as well, when people will see something as not profitable, but because of your entrepreneur eye, you'll be able to see opportunities. And I remember this podcast where someone said about projects, especially in the crypto world, because of Vivi, and I'm gonna drop this also DeFi Kingdom, which I'm into. What those two projects showed me, it's like it helped me spot other projects that are more successful or that has the potential to be successful because they have the people behind it. The team is important, the tokenomics is important, and the community. And that's helped me become a better investor. So take this for what you want, you know what I mean? Let this be a lesson. If anything, if you want to get out of this, just don't get out of it empty handed. You know, what did you learn from Vivi? What did you learn from the OMI community? You know, think about it. Anyways, this is Playthrough Games. I rambled on enough. I just wanted to touch base where I've been and hope and pray that you're doing well and continue to hustle, continue to do your thing, and remember your why. You know, remember your why, because just remember why you got into this in the first place. All right, peace.